2022, the Durham Mines Executive already agreed that the gala will be dedicated to key workers next year. And that's really to say thank you.
During the height of the pandemic and the first lockdown, we saw platitudes from government in particular. You had government ministers, one after another, including Johnson, getting up and saying, you know, we'll not forget this. And then the first thing they do is offer them a 1% pay rise. It's an absolute insult.
In society, generally, really big appreciation, understanding of what we've done. I think once you get to a level above that, potentially, you know, some outlets in the media, that's often lost.
We took the firm decision then, we'll show them.
Key workers, initially they were talking about the nurses, carers and all this, but there's people from the shops, those people are key workers, there's the teachers, council people were doing our beans. Those are the people as well that were sort of forgotten.
Postal staff,
The local government workers,
delivery drivers,
the fire service,
shop assistants,
the police.
the list just goes on and on and on, and they're the key workers.
And anyone who's had to, turn up day in, day out to provide services for the communities across County Durham and the UK.
So the first lockdown was quite tense.
Very frustrating.
It's one that you can never ever explain properly to anybody.
All of our staff, unless they were shielding, took part in the rota where we were looking after key worker children.
We couldn't be with our families, we couldn't meet friends, but we could come into classrooms and be with lots of other children from lots of other families. That seemed to be forgotten about.
You see, with the pandemic, we still had to go to work. And being a single mom with a child, I think it was so stressful. There's a time when I thought, oh, I wish I wasn't a nurse and I could just be at home. When it was the height of it, oh my goodness. You felt emotional with appreciation. But when people got frustrated, it all went out the window. The appreciation went down.
The one thing that we want to amplify is the fact that they are the important people in society. Ordinary working class folk who kept this country ticking over, looked after our health, made sure we had food, made sure we had warm houses, and they deserve that recognition.
From a point of view of a teacher and therefore key worker, I think it's nice to have that recognition, absolutely. As a trade union activist, I think it's phenomenal. You know, we as an association for NASUWT, we come here with the rest of the North East and people from across the nation, and we march here every year. So to be there amongst other trade unionists who will be key workers, lots of them, it'll be really poignant.
It's a time when we all come together and it's solidarity, and particularly obviously with what we've been through in the last 2 years with COVID. We really do miss it, the chance to meet up with colleagues. We are obviously really looking forward to 2022.
Without trade unions, where would we be? We'd be working even longer hours than we do. There wouldn't be as many holidays, you wouldn't get sickness pay. We deserve to have unions, somebody to speak up for us should anything go wrong.
All the unions meeting together, that solidarity is what drives us, because we're all fighting for the same thing.
It's very proud to walk through the city of Durham, always behind some colliery band, and people from all over the country come to march and to observe, to join in.
Unions are more important than ever. Unions have been there to support key workers through this awful pandemic. So it really is a time to celebrate union workers, key workers together.
When the miners were on strike in the 70s and the 80s, key workers came out and backed us. Nurses were on picket lines, and it's only correct and proper that the Durham Miners Associations and our communities, the communities we represent, reflect and mirror the support that we've received from them key workers during our difficult times.
So in our own small way, we will be recognising and paying tribute to all the key workers who helped us through the most difficult period probably since the Second World War.
I can't wait for 2022, hopefully.